All right, welcome everybody to our May video segment. I wanted to start off to talk about our vaccination program. Our mobile vaccination team is transitioning to a regional team where Tukwila is going to be staffing probably every Tuesday. Regional team efforts are going to go around Zone 3. We also have some mass vaccination sites that pop up. First one is this Saturday. We're going to try to get 900 Teamsters in the Kent area. And so you'll see either Eric Dunkley, Mason Upton, or telestaff notices to see if folks are available. And anybody that wants to join up, get on this effort, just contact one of us or shoot me an email and we'll get you set up. Also, the Fire Advisory Task Force is what we're calling basically a group of people that are looking at all the options for providing fire services in the Tukwila area. We'll be reporting back to the electeds, policymakers, and city administration with various options. And everybody pretty much knows we're looking at Renton RFA, Puget Sound RFA, and we're touching base with King County Fire District 2, which is North Highline, Burien, Normandy Park, to see if there's opportunities there. One of the things that we've discovered is there's an immediate need in the fire marshal's office for either partnership support or to increase staffing levels. So we're going to be looking at that in the immediate future, which means we'll hopefully have a game plan coming up in the next several weeks. Lastly, I wanted to kind of go through our uniforms. You might have noticed that the Chiefs have their white uniforms. We're supporting both blue and white uniforms kind of based on what the Chief needs for the day. We did a presentation that Chief Wittwer is going to talk a little bit more about further in the video, where we all decided to wear our white shirts, coordinated that so we'd look sharp and do that presentation. Both uniforms are authorized and you'll see those out there. And also make sure if you have any needs for your uniform, we're paying Cintas to take care of them, wash them, keep them dialed in. If you have some needs repaired, fill out a note, get it into Cintas. If you rip your uniform or trash it on a call or something like that, change out. Just so the idea is that we have clean, crisp uniforms, look good out there. So stay safe. I'm going to turn it over to Chief Wittwer to go through several items on his meeting agenda. Take care.
All right, thank you, Chief Golden. Again, this is the May 2021 video message to the Tukwila Fire Department. So many good things that Chief Golden covered. I've got a few things to share with you. I'm going to bring up how to do our OTRs, so our training requests. There is a PowerPoint that has been prepared by Chief Kaneska, and I'm just bringing that up on the computer right now, and for some reason it's not firing up. So I will go into that if Chief Golden and swing around the other side and see if you can get that to, there's an error message that came up, see if you can make it work. All right, you will notice that there was an awards ceremony that was presented yesterday to our first quarter employee of the year. And this is something new for the Tukwila Fire Department, something that we want to honor our employees and especially those who go above and beyond all the time. Matt Zuliger is that recipient. We presented that certificate to him as well as a gift card and want to send out a huge thank you to James Booth and to his battalion chief, Andy Nevins, for their willingness to put this whole thing together for us. They really did take the lead. There was a nice write-up that will be shared with all of you concerning why Matt Zuliger was chosen. Again, I have always been impressed with Matt and his willingness to share with others in the department and to just be that stand-up person. I'm sure everyone would agree with us in our assessment. To piggyback off of what Chief Golden has spoken about concerning the rumors that are going around about Puget Sound Regional Fire Authority and Renton and Burien, Normandy Park and our interaction with them. We are continuing to move forward with that process. It's a little slower than we would like to see. However, we will continue down this road. Right now we are in the process of standing up a fire advisory task force that will be made up of community members, some business partners, as well as internal people from the department, as well as the city. And so we'll continue to inform you and keep you up to speed on that process. With that, I have had conversations in the last month with Chief Morris from Puget Sound, as well as Chief Heitman from Renton, their new fire chief, and then Chief Mars for Fire District 2. I wanted to be sure that they're in the loop on where we're at, just keeping them informed. Each of the chiefs have ensured me that they are on board with the process and that they are willing to work with us as well. So just wanted to keep you in the loop that we are working on this and will continue to work on that. One other thing I want to talk about are just our city IDs. The expectation is that every employee in the city of Tukwila will carry these. That's my expectation, as well as for all of our fire department personnel. This is your access into the buildings, definitely for New Station 51 and 52, and also many of the city facilities. All of our cards have been updated to get us into the majority of the Justice Center, as we have stated before. Again, remember to have these with you, whether you're using it on a lanyard like Chief Golden and I have today, or whether you just have it in your pocket, but have it with you at all times. One other thing to note is that if we do have a large regional event that takes place and you need to get through traffic, this is your, I guess, your pass go. You can get past any roadblock, any police blockage or anything like that responding in. This is the acceptable ID. It is a county approved ID as well as our own city ID. So this really is your ticket. Now I'm just going to jump back into the PowerPoint. I'm also going to have Scott Kirby from our city administration bring the PowerPoint up and share that as I'm going through it. Jason Koneska, our Support Services Battalion Chief, has done some great work. He's worked close with Chief Golden and myself and Diane, my assistant, in putting this process together. If you go to the SharePoint site for the fire department, and all of you should know how to do that. If you don't, talk to your supervisor and they can show you how to get to it. But on that front page, you will note that that is how you get into the into where you can fill out your training document. So go ahead and take a look at that right now as I'm bringing it up for myself. I'll have, as I stated, Scott Kirby will bring that up. Being a little slow, we're having some problems here at Station 52 with our processes, but it's just running kind of slow. So you go up to the top and you'll notice that it is circled there. Just click on the training. That'll take you into the location where you can find those OTRs to fill out. It's also broken down by the year. So as you'll note there that it says either 2020 or 2021. As you go into those documents or into those different sites, you will see that there are those that are waiting to be approved and those that are approved. So you can go in and check up and see where you're at in the process as well. Again, I want to thank Chief Koneska for putting this PowerPoint together. In addition to it being here on this monthly video message, I will send the PowerPoint along with that so that you'll have that to refer back to it. It's very